have here today Guhan Swaminathan, who is a member of the board of directors of iProfile, and the business specializes in information services. Welcome, Guhan.
Thank you, Asid.
Can you tell me a little bit about your company and what it does?
Sure. iProfile is a specialized information services company, as you mentioned, focused on providing in-depth profiles of Fortune 2000, Euro 2000, and Asia 500 companies.
Okay.
And the information essentially allows more effective management of a sales cycle by enterprise technology companies to those large enterprises.
Okay. Well, as you can see, we have a Web 2.0 theme going here today. We're asking people questions about how Web 2.0 technology, internet-based technology affects their business. So I'm going to ask you a few questions, if you don't mind. How would you define Web 2.0 as it pertains to your industry and how it changed your marketplace over the last 12 to 18 months?
Sure. We're really in the information and research business, and in our minds what Web 2.0 has really done and is created a real an onslaught of new information, new content for the general public, and just more content is available as a result of these technologies. However, and this is a result of the advent of Wikipedia, social networking sites, business networking sites like LinkedIn. Despite the evolution of this technology and sort of the onslaught of this content, our end customers really want to distinguish between high quality content and low quality content, and also the ability to put the content in perspective and in a user-friendly way. And that's really what we do, is we kind of really bridge the gap between this variety of content and really make it usable for our end customers.
Okay. So can you give an example of how one of your current implementations actually is using the Web 2.0 concepts, and how actually it's affecting your user base?
Sure. Historically, our goal is to make our information as usable and as effective a tool for our customers as possible. And historically, we'd always given our customers the ability to integrate their own in-house functions to our database. As technology has improved and the web has really evolved, we've been able to find a myriad of ways in which to deliver our content and make it more usable by our customers. A direct example of this is our integration with Salesforce.com through AppExchange and other CRM platforms as well.
Okay.
And it really creates a very effective way for our end customers to take a look at the content and really position it in a way that's usable for them. And that, I think, has been a huge value for them, and it also creates a more efficient model for us.
Okay. The iProfile product aggregates data from a number of different online and offline sources to enable companies to enhance sales performance. How does the evolving Web 2.0 landscape and functionality changes affect your offerings and efficiency?
As the landscape continues to evolve, I think there's just going to be more and more content available. And I think, as I mentioned before, what we do is really synthesize the relevant content from all these various sources and put it in a user-friendly format for our end customers.
Right.
And that's really the primary function that we play.
Right.
Of course, that's on the content side. On the other side is the delivery side, which I mentioned, is that as more and more products evolve, which allow us to more effectively integrate our database to our customers, the delivery of our product becomes that much more efficient.
Okay.
So as the landscape changes, we have to be, of course, ahead of the curve and make sure that we're able to keep up with some of these changes in technology.
Right, interesting. In this very Web 2.0 world, integration and syndication are the cornerstones of the new online dynamic. What are you doing to enable your customers to freely integrate your offerings into other services they might want to utilize?
As I mentioned, the current real good example of that is our integration with Salesforce.com and other CRM platforms. Our primary customers are the sales force within large enterprise technology companies. Those are the people that are using our product, and we've taken a critical step into trying to make our product as dynamic for them as possible. As their platforms change, we're going to change our product to make sure that it's easily integrated into multiple applications that they would use.
Okay. Well, let's take the focus off of your company for a moment.
Sure.
I just want to get you to give some comments about Web 2.0 in general, how it's affecting other industries and the internet right now.
You know, in our mind, it's just the Web 2.0 in my mind, and I think of it sort of in a simplistic way, is it's just building of communities and connecting of various communities together.
Right.
And what that does, you know, for iProfile, but for just the community, the world at large, is just creates a lot of sources and uses of information.
Right.
And I think the sheer volume of the information is something that we have to really figure out a way to contend with, and figure out how to filter it and make it usable by everybody.
Right.
And I think that challenge is still out there. And you know, it's talked about all the time, and you know, as you see news popping up in the world today, it's hard to tell whether it's qualified or not.
Exactly, right.
And,
that's a very good point.
And I think media is dealing with it, but I think in general the public is going to have to figure out how to deal with it.
Okay. Well, you know, thank you very much for being with us today, and
Thank you.
I think you provided a lot of valuable feedback, and I hope you enjoy the rest of the Intertech trade show.
Absolutely, no.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.